Well, a bridezilla, who's being called a snowflake, she disinvited her uncle, whom she was close to, from her wedding because she disagreed with his conservative political views and the candidates he has supported in the past. Well, now she and her mother are really offended he didn't send her a generous wedding check. Well, the bride's mother supports her daughter, even writing to an advice columnist to say, in the past, my brother has given family members wedding checks in excess of $1,000. My daughter is young and just starting out, and she was counting on receiving some type of gift. How can I get my brother to change his petty behavior? You can probably tell from my tone of voice exactly my opinion on the story. Well, joining us to discuss, policy analyst and Project 21 member Donna Jackson, plus deputy managing editor at Red State, Kira Davis. Donna, sorry, my dear uncle. I know we're close, but you can't come to my wedding. But could you please write me a very generous check and stop being petty? What is wrong with people?
This is the typical attitude of the left. They think, shut up, know your place, but we still want your money. Come to our store, even though they offend you. They should really look at Michael Jordan. He was the gold standard because he said, you know what? Conservatives buy tennis shoes too. So he would never say anything offensive to anyone that he knew might be discouraged from buying his products.
I love that. My husband is a huge Michael Jordan fan, so I will pass that intel along to him. Kira, it's just sad that there's such disrespect. Well, I don't like your political views, even though you are a respected family member. So you can't come to this event, but I'm going to expect you and feel entitled to your money.
Two things are going on here. One is the sense of entitlement that we have raised Gen Z with, right? And it got worse during COVID because a lot of these kids were getting paid to sit at home and not go to work. And they came out of college with useless degrees, saw their parents, their uncles and aunts, with homes, established homes, and thought, oh, I should be living like that right away. If I'm not, it's because something's wrong with the world. So that's one thing that's going on. Another thing is this is the success of the progressive agenda to dehumanize people on the right. It's actually carefully laid out in Saul Alinsky's rules, the idea of dehumanizing your political opponents, and then it makes it okay to treat them however you want. This is a result of progressivism turning politics into religion. So this is actually a religious crusade for this bridezilla and others like her. And we saw it happen, didn't we all, through 2016 when we elected Trump? Suddenly it became okay to completely cut off your own family based on one vote. This is the congruence of a lot of entitlement in one story.
Yeah, and speaking of ignoring things, check this one out. A supermarket worker was fired after not ignoring people stealing $500 worth of laundry detergent. He actually videotaped it. Check this out. Yeah, I mean, again, literally worker videotaping. They're loading it all into the car, checking it out, doing the right thing. But he was fired, Donna. Why is everything upside down and backwards?
These executives have signed this equity pledge that somehow allowing people to steal and to pillage in their community is actually somehow serving the community well. And then what happens is then they move from these areas and they use this pretense of reduced footprint when it's actually theft. When I was coming up, they used to actually encourage people, workers, to turn in shoplifters. Now it's the law-abiding citizens that are getting punished, and the community suffers.
It's crazy. Kira, just about out of time. Final thoughts for you.
Yeah, well, this is also a policy with modern retail, which is don't put yourself in danger. And a lot of retail outlets hold hard and fast to that rule because they really want to avoid injury to their employees. And so they make example out of employees who break it. I don't like it, but this is definitely a sign of the chaos that our cities and towns are in right now. Our Democrat cities and towns. By the way, I don't think that that's an accident.
Yeah, good point. All right, we're going to leave it there. Donna Jackson, Kira Davis, thanks for joining me on The Other View.